We're live. Welcome back to Big Stevie Cool 1872. I'm currently watching Porto against some Diddy team. I can't remember who they're called. Perifios or something. What's going on this late arid date? Who are they taking on? Hold on, let me get the team they're taking on up here. It's a late date. Hold on. Who the hell's Porto taking on here? Tell you what, that game earlier, Bayern Munich won 10-0. Crazy. Won't be here for long, but hi. How we doing? Where the fuck? Where is this match, man? 7th years, how we all doing? Palmeiras. It's been known. Oh, that's the one I'm on about. Got it on the telly there, but I could. My sight's going, man. Old age. 24, big man. Right. Let's get this party started. Well, the party was already started before I did this, but I thought I'd go live, folks. Was away yesterday. Didn't really the zone absolutely didn't. I had the EIFC career mode, free to watch. I've got it on, just can't see it for here. Couldn't remember what team it was, but Palmeiras. So, but 0-0, no much is happening. And what we've got to remember is, who's that? There's Russell Martin, eh? Someone said earlier, actually I could read some of the comments out, couldn't I? Someone said earlier that we can't announce Lyle Cameron to a certain date. Other clubs, they announce players, no. I'm kind of worried, man. Where's these transfers, folks? I mean, borderline bricking it. Borderline, well, don't know if it's a bricking job, but come on. 3 minutes ago. Right, I was looking for some comments. Well, Rangers aren't. Let's see here. Teresa Gordon, are you some out there are stupid? The transfer window isn't open yet. Just like someone Rangers rumours, Rangers bantering folk like you, Stevie. Until windows open that we could start to sign players. How hard is it to understand sometimes? I think some of us are goofs. Right, Teresa. Calling me a goof, huh? Right, all seriousness. Literally not every club. I mean, Hearts announced a guy earlier. Falkirk announced Brian Graham. Let's not pretend, right, that players can't get announced or signed. I don't know. I think people are just giving this Rangers board an absolute free one for whatever reason. Not that I'm bashing the board, but it's almost like, they literally can't do nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm not overly panicking, but come on. Pre-season starts in a couple of weeks. I'm right to feel a wee bit, not aggrieved, but a wee bit worried. I mean, Club World Cup had a lot of money in it, a lot of eyes on it. I mean, I'd probably rather Rangers in it than not, but there is benefits to not being in it, folks. And that is the fact that pre-season will not be affected, really. Well, hopefully. Yeah, 100 million is the prize, but as you're saying, won't win that. Be funny if this Iron Brew just overflowed. It wouldn't be. Forgot that. vodka. What's shit all about? Even though, yeah. Mind when the media were saying yous were going to be in the Club World Cup? Yeah, but then, your coefficient counts don't count. I can't even speak a sentence. Your coefficient points don't count because it was on the Europa League and none in the Champions League. Arseholes. Got my wee hopes up for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Fee agreed. Where's our fees? Where's our fucking fees, man? See, we're linked with Triantis. I wouldn't mind Triantis. I seen a wee bit of that drama, man. I don't know what to believe. People getting pumped, people stealing press cards, people turning up at each other's work. Fuck, I don't even want to. I don't know what's legit and what's not about it, but either way, people getting blocked. Sounds like a bit of a mess. 2 million for Nigrin. It looks alright. Swedish international. Not going to bash him too much. But as for that drama, man, bit crazy. I don't. Triantis. That's how you spell it. I wouldn't mind Triantis. Definitely one of the better players in the league. Business early doors. He was linked to Brighton and Brentford. Well, there you go. But for I'd take Triantis in a heartbeat. Anytime I watched Hibs, he was definitely one of their best players. Even in the games against us, thought he played really well. They were linked to taking him back for about $1 million. I think it was going to be the highest non-Old Firm fee since 1995. No idea who signed who in 1995. I'm going to assume it was. I wonder who it was. But yeah, Hibs, end of the day, if we're serious about Triantis, we should be, well, not should, we will sign him over Hibs. But if we're not that bothered on him, then we won't. Right. Here we go. Mark Dewey says, Kelly, Tav, Jeffy, Suter, Darling, Barron, Dio, Cameron, Igamani not going to win the title with them. Igamani, Cameron, Darling. You would keep rest, sell on. What about this Darling guy, man? I seen we're linked with Mussolini and Kennedy. Is he the grandson of the big man, Mussolini? He can't be the grandson. He must be like the great grandson. That guy was floating about in the 30s, World War II. Or is that literally a piss take? I probably just took one look at it and went, that could be the big man. Transfer window opens tomorrow, says Scottish Gangster. Gorgots replied and said, transfer window opened 3 fucking weeks ago. People have announced players, man. Brian Graham went to Falkirk the other day. Hearts signed, what do you call him? Samsung TV remote. Showed that like I had something wrong with me. But yeah, they signings been getting announced for weeks. Rangers. Is it any surprise? Russell Martin said when we want to bring in 1 or 2. So I'm sitting here bricking it. But what's going to happen? Looking ahead to next season. Yeah, Guinness. No Guinness, it's vodka and Iron Brew. The shittest vodka known to man, actually. Tesco vodka. Who's our Tesco vodka? Who's ever had that? Your video on Cornet earlier was spot on. I don't even like Trump. Thank you, Kev. You can see it. See the derangement, the TDS, the Trump derangement syndrome. It's like the Trump CM Punk was protesting. against Trump. I'm not going to sit here and fucking great about it. You got a right to protest. Even if I don't like CM Punk, but the meltdown for a certain side towards Donald Trump, it's pathetic. Stevie Florin's mum is the woman who demanded UEFA throw Celtic at UEFA for his great grandfather hanging in a tifo and we beat them in the Europa League. Well, was that the Lazio game? Before Friday? Seeing Raskin, we put a plot in Fog Football about Nico Raskin. What's going to happen with him, folks? Nico Raskin, how much is he valued? Some people value him over 40 million, some people are valuing him about 6 million. See, we'll have to wait and see what's happening there. As for Cyril Dessers, looks like the guy that's closest to the exit door, which is good news. But again, if you lose Cyril Dessers, right, and replace him with a 38-year-old Jamie Vardy, is that good business? No, crazy. I'm not saying Raskin is worth 25, but that's what Rangers have put on him, so we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Rangers wouldn't have put the price on him if they didn't think they could get a tune at him. Yeah, Cornet's a fucking loser, man. But he's not the only one that's bashed Kane. You've seen fucking Soraya Page, whatever you want to call her. She came out and bashed Kane. It's like the way Undertaker dealt with it. And speaking of the Undertaker, folks, we've got the Undertaker emoji right there. Cheap wee plug. The Undertaker. He came out and said that he strongly disagrees with Batista regarding him voting for Kamala Harris, but he still loves him, and he would like to have a conversation and tell him about why he's wrong. And that's the adult way to deal with it. You know what I mean? But obviously, Jim Cornette didn't get the memo, did he? No, he didn't get the memo. Yeah, the fucking I know Paige bashing anyone. She was on about how I used to love Glenn Jacobs Kane. He was a real sweetheart. And then he just went off the rails. And as she was describing herself going off the rails, this is don't really need to get into Paige's life story here. And some people don't know who Paige is, so I'm not really going to. But yeah, to me, even if Glenn Jacobs was a Democrat, he's what a career he's had. I mean, it's pathetic, man. Trying to take away from the guy's career just because of what party he's aligned to. You know what I mean? It's fucking mental. Let's see. Raskin isn't consistent enough to be worth 10 million, never worth 25. Rangers think so. Huh? Rangers think so. See, but you know what? I can put a price tag on him. Anyone in this chat can put a price tag on Raskin. We'll have to wait and see. Somebody will have to pay it. We'll see what bids come in. But until then, man, it's like the transfer budget. We don't know what's going to happen until judge at the end of August, start of September. That would be my best bet. But 55% saying Triantis is good. Triantis. But what I would say we're asking is, don't think we'll get any higher than we will this summer for him. I just don't see him signing a deal. Even if Dujon Sterling told him to sign a deal. What was it? That Chinese club offered a lot of money for Morelos. Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy Snuka, what a guy. Yeah. Depends though. If Jimmy Snuka was who would Jimmy Snuka afford it for? When did Jimmy Snuka die? Jimmy Snuka. Yeah, but fuck, I think 16 million for Morelos. What? Lille bid 15. They bid at 16. So we'll see. Yeah, we can talk about Nico Raskin all we want, right? What clubs are going to look at? They're not going to look too much about this league. That's the reality. I wish the league was better, but it's not. Clubs are going to be looking at the fact that this guy's starting in a Belgian midfield. That's what they're going to be looking at. They're going to be looking at what he's done in Europe for us. Well, I mean, he's not done an insane amount in Europe, but guy's playing at a good level in Europe. Oh, but it's not a Champions League. Yeah, it's still a good level. And you know what? He's starting games for Belgium, partnering Kevin De Bruyne. He's doing a good job. That's what people's going to value him on. Absolutely. And it's the same here. It's the same with Arnie Engels, right? We can talk about whether Raskin's replaced Arnie Engels. Arnie Engels' price tag is going to be affected by the fact that he's out the Belgian team. That's a fact. And it's the same way that Raskin's is going to be increased by the fact he's in it. If Raskin goes off the boil and doesn't get a game for Belgium for 6 months, but Arnie Engels takes a spot again in the squad, price tags are going to go the other way. That's how it works. International football, that's what they're going to look at. I mean, and also, around the time Morelos was getting 15, 16 million pound bids for him, where was he? He was in the Colombian squad. Is he anywhere fucking near the Colombian squad back now? Don't think so. Don't think he was. Yeah, Rangers were on a bad run, but no Premier League club is going to look at that run for Raskin. They're going to look at the fact that he's starting for Belgium. Oh, he's starting for Belgium. He's getting man of the match performances for Belgium. Come on, that's what they're going to look at. They're not going to look at, oh, he was a part of a Rangers team that lost 7 games at Ibrox in a row or whatever the fuck it was. Is it your bedtime, bro? Why are all the lights out? Does it look like my bedtime, Brian? It's not bedtime, Brian. Yeah, I think taking the 11 million back would be the smart deal. I mean, what could Arnie Engels go for? He could go for about 15. I watched the darts earlier. Well, I watched the final. It was good, wasn't it? Big Daryl Gurney saying he's got the biggest bollocks on the stage or in the arena, something along those lines. What a guy. Batista's making a new video game about cats. Apparently, he's a furry. I swear, do you make this stuff up about Batista? Islamic State. I feel like it's every day Batista's doing something fucking more outrageous than the last. I'll walk alone. Aye, big Josh Rock, he was good. Thought Daryl Gurney was a wee bit. Thought you don't like wrestling? I fucking hate it. Who's saying I like it? Still watch it, like to make a bit of money, brother, but I still hate it. I'm sure he was having a go at me. What was that? What was my valuation of Raskin? What did I say? What did I say Raskin's worth? What did I say Raskin's worth? What exactly did he say then? I said he's worth 15 million. What fed did I say he was worth 15 million? Was it the Fog Football fed? Did he say that was too low? I'm going to assume he said it was too low. I don't think. Honestly, I think Raskin's such an unknown about his price because, yeah, Rangers put a price tag on at 25 million. That tells me that Rangers don't want to sell. If Rangers wanted rid of Raskin, right, because they wanted to cash in, they wouldn't put 25 million on him. Unless the 49ers are like, here, no more of this club losing players for Diddy money. We want to make every penny we can, which I like that approach, but I'm just looking. I have to be fair. I mean, Raskin's been great in 2025, but we're not talking years of greatness. You know, if Raskin Raskin was great since he walked in the doors, right? And he was in the Belgian team since he came in. I think you could be looking at about 25 to 30 million. But reality is, 2 years left on his deal. He's now got into the Belgian squad. I mean, he's been fantastic the last couple of weeks of the season. I mean, honestly, man, he looked about a couple of steps above the league the last couple of games of the season. But 25 million, it's the league. I mean, put it this way, right? We sold Bassey for like 19.6. Who looks to be worth more? Personally, I would have paid more for Bassey, but then Raskin's in the Belgian team, and people are just going to view that as much bigger than anything Bassey did, even though. But then are they? I personally wouldn't, because for me, Bassey was fucking single-handedly battering teams almost to a degree in the Europa League. So it's all opinionated, isn't it? I don't know about that contract thing. I seen that, but I didn't really know. Raskin has got 2 cups and 3 goals. Raskin's got 1 cup. Unless we're talking about the Morale one, he's got a League Cup and that's it. Unless he's only got 1 cup, Nico Raskin. Unless he's won something with Belgium. Scotland would scud Belgium. Nah, I'm not convinced. Scotland would scud Belgium. I mean, maybe there was a fucking guy that wasn't a bloody idiot in charge. I was trying to reel it in. I was trying to be. I mean, we're well past the. What's that thing you used to call it? Not the curfew. What's that thing on TV? When you went past a certain time, you could say what you want. I mean, Steve Clarke's a prick. Like, let's be real. Am I watching this pish blue, Mike? It's on the background, but I'm not really watching. I'm reading The Watershed. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, Steve Clarke needs to go. Steve Clarke needs to go. Winners cost more. Belgium are pish. Well, no pish. No as good as they once were. Fuck, I don't think anyone's going to make that claim, man. But we're no pish. Pish is like Liechtenstein or something. Desser's off to Greece for 2.8 million. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm hearing 6 million euros Rangers want, but again, it could appear in the AGM that we only got like two quid for him. Angie's off to Saudi. Who's replacing Clarke? You tell me. I don't know. But we beat Spain when we were playing unbelievable, man. Belgium were beating Wales 3-0. Came back Wales and then 4-3 Belgium. Brilliant. That's one way to describe Steve Clarke, isn't it? Maybe he does. Nah, I'll give Steve Clarke the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he does that. The age, yeah, well, I mean, that's true, whatever, but 2004, nah, I think he'll be going after the World Cup. He won't, nah. I mean, of course, I want to get to the World Cup, but the negative side of it is he will be the manager. And I'm sorry, even if he gets us there, we're going straight home. You know, it'll probably be 3 losses or a draw and 2 losses. It's unacceptable, man. People could say it's harsh, but I think even if he got us there, I'd get rid of him and get somebody else in. Thanks for the memory, Steve, but you know, he pretty much did say he'd be gone, didn't he? They're a small nation now. Don't know if I'd call Belgium a small nation. They are a bit of a diddy nation, though, aren't they? They don't know if they're French or they don't know they're Dutch. As some people in the comments told me like 9 months ago. I think it was about Clement. Yeah, David Moyes would have been good. David Moyes. David Moyes. We missed Ben Doak the last two Scotland games, absolutely. No, right, they drew North Macedonia, right? But we get fucking scudded at home by Iceland. I mean, I'm not going to sit on my high horse. Iceland are probably better than North Macedonia, but still 0-0 in that game. There's nothing happening there, man. That's absolutely dead. Raskin speaks French. I don't know what the fuck Baldy Phil was talking. Pish was what he was talking. A footballing mismatch. Why were Auckland City playing Bayern Munich? Nobody knows. Belgium is a buffer state. They shouldn't exist. Is that why the European Union's in Brussels? A shitey buffer state. There's loads of people born in Belgium that just identify as Dutch. Well, not identify, but they say they're Dutch. You know what I mean? They're not going to identify fucking shite roll a day. There's literally no transfer news, man. Where is it? Come on. If Raskin was playing 4 games internationally for Scotland, would he be worth 25 million, Stevie? Well, Lennon Miller's worth 10, isn't he? He's played a couple of games. No, Belgium means more than us, sadly. But our midfield's the best part of our team, so I think if he did start like 4 games on the bounce in our midfield, it would mean something. But starting for Belgium's to the naked eye to the Premier League is going to be better than starting for us. And that's just the fact. The Belgians got a real identity. No, they did have their golden generation. They're pish. 27 minutes here of just talking absolute fucking garbage. Fuck. Get this game off. What am I watching right now? Get this game off. The Paisley channel. Who watches the Paisley channel? Scott for planes, trains, everything. What's he doing right now? Ancient. What's that? Ancient and Holy Wells. That's what I'm on about. The Paisley channel. Some good shit, pal. I think the Rangers' first 11 at the start of the season will be better than last season's team. Gotta fucking be so. JJ Fiobin, it's dark, mate. I know it is. I was looking at hotels in Oban there about an hour ago. Where was it, Harbour View? I used to love going to Oban as a kid. I used to love going to Oban, if anyone ever did. Selling Dessers was a big mistake. He might not be away yet. Come on. Come down again. It's definitely more come up again. 11 will be half of the shite cunts for last season. I was listening to the Rangers rabble, and Martin said that he's got no real issue with James Tavernier being the captain or something. I was like, all right, that's an interesting take. Oh, I think that was on Friday because I haven't listened to any YouTube the past couple of days, so I put it on earlier. I was doing a wee bit of editing. I don't really understand why people still want James Tavernier at the club, to be honest. But again, not delusional. You can't get rid of Tav and just expect things to get 100 times better, but you got to get rid of him. Josh Mulligan isn't really screaming billionaire takeover, is it? No, but you've got to fill it the score. He's a decent player. It's Josh Mulligan. Butland can't play under Russell Martin, so he's got to go. Tavernier doesn't have the legs, right? So, I mean, theoretically, he's got to go. Centre-back wise, I think John Suter will be there. And then Salah will probably play about 3 games all season. Proper pish. Left-backs, Yilmaz and Jefty. Not one of them can defend, so that's a problem in itself. Don't really know. And then the midfield, I've got no real issue with the centre mid of the park. You know, Lyle Cameron, Diamonde, Raskin, Bailey Rice, etc. That's no bad. Connor Barron. Like, if we didn't upgrade that position of the park but didn't lose any, I don't think anyone could really complain because Raskin and Diamondi with the likes of with Cameron, Barron, and Bailey Rice all vying for the third spot, I think that's decent. I've got no real issues with that. But it's when you lose one or two of them. Because Martin can't say Tav is a shite bag, otherwise he'll lose sub money since the whole rabble are fucking happy clappers. Guess what? James Tavernier is a shite bag. Pipe bomb. I can say it because I don't give a damn. I'll say what I want. Imagine selling it and being afraid of saying what you want to say because a couple of subscribers, huh? Come on, buddy. Big Russell Martin. What's he going to do? $15 million then? Is that the price on? Fucking yeah, Fania dropped that. Triantis. Russell Sharton. Right. Triantis, people think he's a good signing then. The Undertaker. Good night, I'm off. Good night, Mackenzie. I'll be away off in a minute. Probably finish this drink and then I'll be away. Hold on, where is it? You want to see the shitest, who's Triantis? The Hibs midfielder. Well, formerly Hibs. Look how shite that is. Tesco vodka. It's like fucking paint thinner. Did I tell you one time Remembers only stream some wee cunt kept telling Wilf to time me out for 24 hours because I said Tav is the worst captain in our history? How pathetic is that, man? Time me out. People always complain that I don't delete comments, right? I don't delete. Well, I mean, some people fucking greet that I do delete comments. Cough, cough. You know who they are, right? Which I've never deleted a comment in my puff. You know what I mean? If I don't, right? I mean, if I don't delete literal threats, why would I delete someone's football opinion? You know what I mean? I'm not a fucking shite bag. I mean, people are like, yeah, he deletes comments. I fucking never delete it. Now, I do have moderators, and if they delete them, then that's not me, right? That's people who have earned the right to moderate. I personally couldn't give a shit what people comment what they want. And also, YouTube hides the comments, absolutely, man. So, there's that. That's it, Cameron, though. You delete them. I didn't delete them. Does Fog Football have mods? I think it does. It hides comments, right? But it also hides comments that they view as spam. And if any swear words in it, they do it. Most of the time. Obviously, I mean, they don't really pick up words like pish. But if you say like fuck, then aye, you're fucked. He threatened to unsub if we didn't make me time out. Fucking stupid wee Mongo. I'll say what I want. I know it's pathetic, that. Put it this way, folks. Name me a worse Rangers captain than James Tavernier. And let's say you can name a few. It's an opinion. I don't think anyone deserves to fucking be banned over an opinion. Eggy language beats YouTube every day. That's YouTube defeated. They'll concede more than 80. They'll concede more than 80. Getting pins and nails. Chaos is all over. I don't delete comments, but I will time someone out in a live if they're raging hard. Of course, I'd time it we double digits since he'd go insane, but I couldn't care what people actually say. Well, that's it. He seems to think I do. It's funny. And then he'll end up he'll like repeat the same fucking comment 4 times because he thinks the other 3 have been deleted. That's a rare laugh. Less of the language. Tab is shite. He is shite. Polly Walnut's fucking sitting there looking up at the sky. Doesn't know what happened. He's got proof of you deleting comments, so I wouldn't be calling him a liar. No, he calls me a liar. He calls me a liar. You need to calm down. Tav is the best right back in the world. Is that a lie? Press X to doubt. I don't think he is. James Tavernier. He needs to go Tav, doesn't he, man? It's all over. Dun, dun. Who watched the F1 earlier? Anybody watch the F1? Lando Norris bricked it straight into the back of Oscar Piastri. Didn't do a bit. What's the Mohammed pish he's on about? It's because of that Rangers prayer thing they did months ago. So he calls me Stevie Mohammed. Like like I control what Rangers do. You know what I mean? Come on. I think he's just a wee bit upset that his board are a bunch of Tories, a bunch of Conservatives. It's hit him hard. He greets about it every day. The race wasn't that good, but it was no bad. Odd. Did you mean to put that wee dot in there? The 45 million we get for Raskin? I forgive that typo. 45 million. No bad. Kyanji, Rangers have gone from bad to worse. It's embarrassing how shoddily run this club is. Everything they do is embarrassing. Getting rid of Barry, McCann and Dodds is much better as coming in Martin. You've been called Wee Stevie Liar, Wee Stevie 1888, and now Mohammed. What's next? Oh, fuck, man. Nothing's ruled out with wee Matty Miles. Absolutely not. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even know why he says Wee Stevie 1888. It's probably because I've called out people like Tav in the club, and people are like, you must be a Celtic fan in disguise. It's like, what? Like, because you fucking you speak the truth. You don't happy clap. Mackenzie were apparently dipping back into the Japan market. Seen a 15 million bid for Kuhn. I was going to talk about that on Fog Football, but I completely forgot about it in the transfer. That's according to Daily Record, but I was going to talk about it in the transfer roundup, but that's for another day. Palaman who clicks on your fids calls you a poof. He's a Celtic fan. He can call me a poof if he wants. The homophobia. Algorithms can't handle the Glaskiness. Take it, he's fell off from the right back game. The right back game. The Leipzig game. Why is he saying I'm a poof then? Let me hear that. Fucking couldn't be anything but that. How does Tav not deserve a bashing, guys? Come on. Hate's a strong word. Sorry. Tav, I didn't mean it. Fuck him, pal. Big Sam said the Rangers will concede goals through goalkeeping, passing mistakes, and central defending mistakes. Worth 8 million. What are prices? Tell Jambobert to stick some dough and Hearts finishing second, big man. Yeah, they can finish second behind Rangers if they want. That would suit me. Got no beef with Hearts, right, folks? We're going to end this in a minute because the bum. Absolutely not. Rangers downfall is putting price tags on players. They leave for fuck all. Nah, it's me. I mean, bid should have been accepted in the past. I think that's acceptable, but must be hard being a young hun having to grow up watching shite. Yep. It's going to get better. He told me that you and your brother were gay lovers. He's in a Celtic fan club and he tells that to everyone. Apparently they find it funny. They can find it funny if they want. Hell, they can all click on the videos and add to my bank account. Do they think we're gay lovers? Or they really? really fucking want. Fogback Mountain. John. What John say? It is absolute shite. Thought Celtic Football Club was a club open to all. Now they're making gay jokes about fog football. Disappointing. Disappointing. How depressing is it on a scale from 1 to 10? I mean, right now it's not too bad because the season's over and you've got excitement and you've got, well, I mean, it's not like the excitement's through the roof, but it could be worse. I mean, you go back to like we got knocked out in February, the Scottish Cup, that was like fucking rock bottom. That was rock bottom. Absolutely. Aye, buying players from Dundee, that's the way ahead, yeah. But in terms of 1 to 10, right now, how depressing would it be? 10 being suicidal and 1 being happy. I'd probably see it like a 6. I'm not going to fucking sit here and pretend because the 49ers are in and Russell Martin's, as a new manager, new identity, rebuild. That's going to make me happy is trophies. And until they get delivered, there's going to be an element of depression. So, there we go. Right, folks, that is where we're going to leave it. It was great. It was no bad. Looking forward to it. Nathan Patterson will come back, maybe. We'll see. How long do you turn on the 49ers? No yet. But look, see, never stop watching football. I don't care how bad we get. Hopefully we never get worse than what we've been recently, but I'll never retire. You never give up. Through thick and thin. I rebuild off the Empire State Building, absolutely. Right, folks, that's it. 42 minutes. The Club World Cup's pish. I didn't even talk about it that much, but you know what? It's a fucking waste of time, man. It's a joke of competition. Glorified friendlies. Shite. Big Pedro's rebuild, that was good, wasn't it? That was fucking brilliant. In the bush, anyway, I'm away. Till next time, folks. That's it. Peace.